Erica Drum is in the Sixth Kitchen tonight.
Erica, remind us of all the fabulous words that you're using tonight with what you're making.
Okay, well, we've made tzatziki earlier.
Tzatziki from Greece.
It goes TZ, that's why it's hard to pronounce, but you were spot on when you said it earlier.
Tzatziki, was I?
Tzatziki.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And then the dish we're making is shakshuka.
Shakshuka. Okay, how do we do this?
So I have one on, but don't look at that. Now I have the pan on nice and hot, and I'm going to fry some onions first, then a little bit of chorizo, which is kind of my added addition, as well as some chickpeas and some peppers. But we're going
What do you mean that's your added, traditionally
it's not
you wouldn't
really,
have?
no.
Okay.
It's more about the spices that would be in there as well, like the paprika and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think the time that I ordered this, though, there was chorizo in it.
Where'd you order it?
Yeah, a lot of places would do it with it.
I've never had this now. Where would you get
I
this?
think I had it in Mother Hubbard's.
Coppinger Row, I used to work in, does it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of places would do it in different ways, because it comes from a big region, really, all Mediterranean, kind of Ottoman, Levant, kind of.
Yeah.
I will say I'm putting in these peppers that I got from a jar roasted. I don't know if you've ever used those.
Yeah.
They come in a brine. They're kind of vinegary, sugary. So I'd recommend that you wash them. But you could roast your own. So firstly, we want to reduce our onions and our chorizo. We all know you get nice oil coming out of the chorizo, nice flavour. And then a bit of garlic I just pureed there earlier. Mix that all around.
And this is kind of a weekend breakfasty sort of dish,
so
lunch.
you can make this for brunch. It's traditionally kind of brunchy dish.
Okay.
But actually it's savage for dinner.
Yeah, because it's really filling.
Yeah, and it's also just things that are in the press, you know, can of chickpeas, those jars of peppers I get just for this kind of thing.
Now, are you washing the chickpeas before as well?
You can if you want. You don't, like, there's a kind of debate about it. You don't really have to. They say it makes you
It does. It says...
trump more, right?
Yes.
But then at the same time, we're in this phase of not phase, but the veganism where they're using it to make agua faba, which is the kind of thing that looks like meringue mixture, egg whites. So they use the liquid to make that. I think someone's made it on here.
The liquid from chickpeas, they're using that to make meringue, yeah.
Have you seen that? I think someone's made it on here.
Actually.
Okay, in goes coriander. Whew, I just inhaled that. Chili, paprika, and cumin.
Okay.
And a little bit of salt. And then we're going to put in our peppers. Let that fry away. So, I remember this happened the last time I made this. It's like, and can you smell it? It's really strong.
It hasn't reached the 2 meters distance yet. It will.
It will soon.
It will come across the divide.
So if we had loads of time, I'd actually let that simmer for about half an hour on a low heat.
Okay.
With the tomato sauce in it, just for the spices to kind of cook through, everything to get lovely and
that's just your tomato there.
That's a can of tomatoes, very simply. If you want to use fresh tomatoes, no problem. Just add a little bit of tomato puree and some more stock.
Okay.
So you want enough liquid in it to poach the pears, if that makes... Or the pears. Poached pears.
What are you?
Maybe next time we'll do poached.
Could you... Is there a way you could get Erica Drum into your house to make this for you, Erica?
Oh, that'd be very handy.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You don't have to go on our website at all. Just order Erica.
You can shakshuka all over them. How would one do that?
Thank you for asking. Because I remember Martin first asked me what... I said I was a private chef, and he's like, what does that mean? I said, I can't tell you.
Did he start singing private chef?
I can't tell you.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
If I told you, I'd kill you. No, I can be hired to come to your house. Especially this is a great time because people are having dinner parties with family and friends, and they're kind of a bit worried about going out and that kind of thing. And I think that's great. It's the era back to dinner parties, which is brilliant. Kids upstairs asleep, no need to get a babysitter, you know, taxis, that kind of thing. So I can come to your house, bring everything with me, leave as if I was never there. So serve your starter, main course, dessert.
Very nice.
You clean up as well. You clean up all the stuff.
Maybe leave you with your dessert plates. They'll have to go in the dishwasher.
Okay, that's fine. But otherwise, you're all good to go.
So I could do that for, well, it depends, but whatever number party you're having.
There you go. You can find Erica. Of course, you can contact her on Instagram, and I'll make sure that I link you on my Instagram a little bit later on.
Yes.
We'll have that sorted.
You're very good. Okay, so next going in is our eggs. So you might see I've got a second one on here. But the eggs are going to get just cracked straight onto your bubbling liquid. So you want it to be really hot at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine that's been going for half an hour. And once you crack, I'm just going to do 2 to show you.
I love when people say time and we hear in our ear, there's 1 minute left.
Yeah, you see, I can't hear it, guys. So you pull back the yolk to let it sit in, and then you just pop your lid on. So the yolk will fall a little bit further, because I want my yolks to be gooey. And that's just a little bit
Okay.
under, but it's not a big deal. I want gooey yolks.
Yeah.
I want to put dollops of my tzatziki
Oh, wow.
on
Look
this.
at those eggs, man.
Now, imagine this is a big family kind of sharing table and you're doing it all on top.
What if you don't like your family? Could you just eat on your own?
Yeah, you
Good,
could totally
yeah.
just
Yeah,
eat this
grand,
on your
that's
own.
fine.
Now, another one for this.
And a bit of bread.
I forgot the word.
No, but that's fine. But you could just have a bit of sourdough or
and
whatever you want.
Parmesan cheese.
Oh, stop.
Now that is...
It's one of my favourite things, and it doesn't need to be made for brunch, as they say. Brunch is what? Lunch and breakfast. So it could be lunch, breakfast, dinner. A little bit of coriander, my favourite herb. And then a gorgeous...
Let's go well with the hangover, guys. Can I be the one to suggest
This
it?
is quite hangover-y dish.
is it?
Yeah.
That's
That's
Good
why
bit
we're
olive
such a
oil.
fan. Is it?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I don't
Barry's
think
watching.
my
Barry's
body is a
watching.
temple, but
Never had a hangover in her life.
if you were to be hungover,
It looks absolutely fabulous.
That's it.
You can check out Erica online. That is gorgeous. I'm not going to try and say it again. You tell us what it is.
Shakshuka.
Shakshuka and 6 eats. Just Google and you will see it
Shakshuka.
all.